I want to greet all of you, my followers, and the people who are watching this video at this moment in time. My name is Robert Mato. I have chosen to take this opportunity to share what I have been able to generate over the so many years of my service as a trade unionist. And I am aware that there are so many things that are happening around the world, and they are happening at a very high speed. Many of the things that are happening are influencing the way we think. They are influencing the way we talk. They are influencing the way we work. Not to say that all the things that are happening around the world are indeed the right things that must happen, but whether they are right or not, the truth is that they are happening. So are we going to be able to continue taking everything that is happening, or we shall be able to focus more on what we believe is right for ourselves? This platform is intended at trying to put across what I have been able to generate over the 30 years of my experience as a trade unionist, workers representative in Uganda. And we will talk much more about work. We are going to talk about work. We are going to talk about labor. From the perspective of employment, we shall talk about work from the perspective of business, whether the business is in the form of farming, whether business is in the form of the traditional way we know it, of the buying and selling, whether business is in the form of rendering a social service, maybe a medical facility, maybe insurance, maybe whatever can be able to earn a worker a living. Because remember, for us as trade unions, our major work is really to promote the social and economic well-being of the people. But we have done promotion of social and economic well-being of the people in the past in a particular way. But over the years, I think we have been able to learn that maybe this cannot be the most effective way through which we can be able to help the workers to gain social and economic empowerment. The platform will also talk about issues to do with the environment. The environment under which we live is equally very important, because we come to realize that workers face more problems in the environment where they live more than the problems they face when they are at work. So even if you wanted to talk about workplaces, and you don't talk about issues relating to the environment where these workers are living, or whatever it is that they go through in the environment, you may find that all the things we are doing in the workplace become useless. They become useless because they get more problems outside in the environment more than they will get when they are at the workplace. We are also going to use this platform to talk about the aspect of consumer protection. The very reason why people labor so hard is so that they may be able to largely consume. They also consume using the resources they have generated from the workplaces. But now the issue here is that what is it that the workers are consuming? And who is talking about the goods and the services that are being given to our people? We want to use this platform to talk about what it is that the workers consume. What are you consuming? Are these things you are consuming useful to you? Do they really help you to enjoy the fruits of your labor? Why must you labor so hard only to end up consuming goods and services that are not helping you to derive that benefit of enjoying the fruits of your labor? We will be able to talk about that aspect of consumption. What is it that you are consuming? How can we ensure that what you consume is good for you? Finally, we will be able to use this platform to speak a lot about leadership. Because honestly speaking, leadership is a problem. leadership in Uganda is really, really in deficit. And it's in deficit from all angles, from all levels. Leadership is one of the major problems this country is really having. What do we do? Shall we continue the way things are moving? Shall we be contented with the way things are moving? Leadership, this question of leadership is a very big problem to the citizens of Uganda, to the workers of Uganda, whether leadership in the trade union movement, whether leadership in government, whether leadership in churches, wherever there is a component of leadership, we have problem of leadership. Whether it is in the villages, there is a problem. And we must be able to address ourselves very seriously on the aspect of leadership. So that in one way or the other, as we continue discussing, we shall be able to start exploring ways through which we can be able to provide better leadership than what we are offering. It is wrong for us to be contented to think that at the stage where we are, everything is okay. That kind of deception, that kind of illusion is not a right thing that we should be able to do. We are faced with challenges, but we fear even talking about the challenges because we think someone somewhere is going to be offended. That is not right. We must be able to speak about it. If we cannot be able to solve it now, those who will come after us at least will know that we were aware, but maybe we were just incapable of solving the challenges that we are faced with today. So the workers in Uganda, I want to invite you, because my thoughts may not necessarily be the perfect ones, but I also believe that it is wrong for me to keep quiet with what I believe is right that can be able to assist the workers of Uganda, at least based on experience, at least based on what I've been able to study, at least based on what we all know. There are certain things we don't need to emphasize. They are there with us. We see them every day. We are watching them every day. The question is, what do we do about them? And this is why this platform is being put in place. I will talk very much about the issues relating to trade unions because I've spent much more time in the trade union movement. I have studied the trade union movement. I have seen what I never knew. I have discovered what I never knew. I have seen that there are things in the trade union movement in Uganda which really must be, and probably that's not only in the trade union movement. They could be happening in other places. The only thing is that I'm not there. I'm here, at least where I have been able to spend a lot of my time. My youthful time has been spent struggling for the rights of the working people in Uganda. Some of the struggles were really not very useful struggles, useless struggles, but at least they are enabling me to acquire some knowledge on what could work and what may not work. And that way, those who come after me should not make the mistakes that some of us have made. Those who come after those of us who are of our generation should not go back and again make the same mistakes. And those of us who are of my generation should equally be able to know that yes, things that were done in the wrong way should not be maintained as a norm. There must be a change so that we are able to pass over something much more refined to those who will come after us. So my followers, wherever you are, the people who will be interested in this platform, I would love to see that I participate in different workshops where I'm going to be able to talk to you about the four aspects I've talked about. The aspect of labor, the aspect of work, the aspect of the environment, the aspect of consumer protection, and the aspect of leadership. I would love to see that I address these issues from wherever I'm given an opportunity to do so. But to how many people am I going to address? If I come to the workshop and I'm able to find some 50 people or 20 or 30, and then we speak, that cannot be sufficient enough in a country where we are having millions of people scattered all over, in the Misidwa, my place where I originate, in the Guru, in Lira, in Arua, in Uganda here, Central, go to Liantonde, Masaka, or other parts of the world, of the country, go to Rukunjiri, go to Kabale, go to Bunyoro side, Bulisa, and whichever other parts of the country. How will I be able to speak to all those people? It is for that cause that we have decided to use this platform to be able to reach you. And if this information can help you, well and good. If it can't help you, don't mind. I'm not the only one who has understood what I think I know. There are many people who can be able to share. But for now, I want to thank you very much, and I want to welcome you. I want to advise you to be able to follow this postings that we are going to make, because they are going to deliver a message for you that you may not so easily find, because in the past we used to hold meetings, workshops, and meet people in different places. Now it is not very possible because of limitation of resources, because of limitations. You have to follow certain trends to be able to do certain things. So we want to use these platforms to put across a message. And all trade unions in the country, the trade unionists, wherever you are, I'm going to speak a lot about you. So even if you don't like me, but it might be important that you listen, because I'm going to talk about you. So if you don't want to listen and know what I'm talking, then that will be your problem. I may not mention your names, but I'm going to describe situations, things that relate directly to you. So it's good that you listen. The environmentalists, the government officials, people in the government who are there busy sleeping, you've been given power, you've been given responsibilities to lead the people. You are just gambling with people's lives. I'm going to speak about you, so you better listen. Some of you, when you listen, you start threatening, this one is anti-government. Nonsense. We are nothing, there's nothing about anti-government here. We are simply wanting to address issues relating to the people, and you must listen. If you don't want to listen, it is up to you. But my job is to make sure that I put a message across to you. Stop sleeping and do things that we believe are going to help the people of Uganda, so that together we can be able to build a country that all our children and everybody else will be happy.